with your host, the other L, and Robert, the rowdiest route man. I didn't really have anything. Tonight's gameplay. Tonight's gameplay is Grand Theft Auto. So if you see me dying a lot, somebody probably killed me. Tonight's topics. Scarlett Johansson is suing Disney. I've seen Black Widow, and it's not that bad. Horizon Zero Dawn apparently got pushed back, but Sony didn't know that because they hadn't released a statement yet. And what was the other one?
But I think that was it.
Oh, okay, cool.
That was it, yeah.
We're gonna start with Horizon Zero Dawn getting pushed back, cause that breaks my heart.
Me too.
That outright crushes my soul.
Wow.
Right.
The games, it's been years.
I know, right?
They've been in this game for years, bro. Like, Horizon Zero Dawn came out, what, 2017?
Right, and that's kind of why I put that status on my Instagram about me as a shareholder. Make the game the fans want, but you got 5 years to make it. Like,
that's what, like you said, game development is getting longer these days, man.
Yeah.
It's for real.
And I like I said, I want so badly to be mad about this, but you know, when a game gets pushed back, it's not always bad.
Right. Announced the pushback yet. Reports say they were supposed to announce it in September.
What? Whoa. They were gonna wait to announce that a game got pushed back? That makes no sense.
Because I think they're trying to make sure, like, before they made the announcement, like, know for sure that it's not coming out this year.
Okay, so,
and I'm pretty sure Guerrilla Games has probably told Sony already, and Sony wants to announce it, like, cause I think they said that it's supposed to be announced at the next State of Play, which is supposed to be in September. So I guess they're supposed to be showing like another Horizon trailer or something, and then in that trailer it's supposed to be like 2022. And then everybody would be like, oh, damn, man, they coming out to next year after probably a fire-ass trailer.
That still doesn't make sense because when was the game supposed to come out originally? End of this year, right?
I actually don't think it ever really had a release date. When they showed it earlier this year, that State of Play, when they showed that full demo, there was no release date at the end of it.
No, that bitch. Nah, I feel like that bitch had a release date, bro.
Everybody assumed it was 2021 because the first one came out so fucking long ago. Like, that's why. Let me see. Horizon Zero Dawn. Let me see when this came out.
Damn.
Make sure I say the right date. Horizon Zero Dawn came out February 28th, 2017. It's 4 years.
Yeah, 4 years. Oh, you know what?
4 years.
Alright, cool. I'm not mad about that then. Because like I said, game development has been getting longer. And
yeah,
we're about at that time and space. I'm just I guess that's my fault. My fault for thinking this game was gonna come out this year, you know.
Honestly, everybody's fault, bro. Everybody was hoping it was coming out this year. It's been 4 years. It's literally been 4 years and a couple of months.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Like, I mean, if a game is pushed back to make it better, fine, cool.
Yeah, we never want to get mad about that.
A whole 15-minute demo. You don't do that when your game ain't coming out this year, bro.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
No, you show a trailer.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That shit is a rookie move.
Yes.
That's like that's some shit you do when you got a GoFundMe and you want niggas to fund that shit right now.
Right. Like you show a whole 15-minute demo. I mean, a great demo too.
Oh man.
A great demo. It's beautiful. The combat looks improved. The weapons, the mechanics,
shame on them because, yo, I feel like something major might have happened. Either either that or like they figure, oh, this game is a year away, we can afford to show the gameplay. Now if that's the case, cool. I won't be mad about that. But if y'all are pushing it back because something else happened, I need to know what that something else is. You think so?
I guarantee you Guerrilla Games was pushing for this year. I guarantee you. Like, they showed a 15-minute demo.
I hope it's nothing tragic, like the loss of a key character or some shit like that. Cause I be feeling like shit like that happen too.
I mean, I always say, man, like a lot of people don't take into consideration, and you know, you and me do, cause we pay attention to games. Making video games is hard. That's a very hard job to have, and that is why it's been 4 years since the first one, and now you tell me that shit still ain't ready.
Right.
And I'm pretty sure they've been working on the second one for 4 years straight. Probably right when the first one was done, they was like, okay, we know we're making a sequel. Well, they probably wait for sales. You know, it's a business. So it was like, well, if we sell a lot, we'll make a second one. And I'm pretty sure Horizon Zero Dawn sold amazing.
Right.
Yeah. Right. So they started working on the second one, and it's literally been 4 years. And you telling me it's still not ready?
Yeah.
They're gonna wait till next year, which is probably next year, February, and then it'll be 5 years exactly for this game to be made.
I mean, like, honestly, that's not bad. But it'd be funny if they pushed it back for story reasons. Like, we wanted the game to take place literally 5 years after the first one. I'd have been like, you dirty motherfuckers.
You know, try to add like a new mechanic. What was always the rumor? Co-op. Everyone was co-op in it.
That was a rumor.
I think that was a rumor we wanted it. I think a lot of people, I've seen people talk about it. Like, it was like Horizon. This game is like perfect for like a co-op type.
I mean,
game with your friend or multiplayer. Well, it don't have to have multiplayer, but if it did, I'll play it, see how it is. But
I mean, if it has multiplayer,
if it doesn't have either, I won't be mad. If they come out and say Horizon Forbidden West doesn't have co-op or multiplayer, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if it has multiplayer, that's just a plus. But I don't see that being like a strong thing. Like, I don't see it being Last of Us. I don't see it being Last of Us. Last of Us good.
No, and oh my god, that multiplayer thing came out.
Cause it's not fucking coming. I've told you that before.
Oh god, what is Naughty Dog doing? I ain't getting
not making that multiplayer. That's what the fuck they doing. They are not making that multiplayer.
What are they doing? That game came out over a year ago now,
fuck no. I fucking told somebody about that shit. I told somebody about that shit. I said, yeah, I got a homeboy holding out hope. Like a bitch done left him in his house holding out hope. And he's like, baby, please, baby, come back. I do it how you want. I do it how you want. I promise you, just please. That's how you sound talking about Naughty Dog and this fucking non-existent Last of Us 2 play. No, the fuck it's not. Don't be lying to these people like this. Do not believe this fucking man. He's a light-skinned liar. Nah, fuck out of here. But I ain't gonna lie. On the off chance that this bitch is being made, I will be the first motherfucker to play this bitch.
Like, and it's like what's so crazy, like, they literally ain't been saying nothing. Like, come on, give us an update or something. Like, god damn. Oh my god.
I mean,
Cause I've heard it's supposed to be a whole separate thing. Like, just a whole separate thing. Like,
really?
Multiplayer, yeah, that's what I think the last time I heard about it, that they were making it. And it's like a whole separate thing. Like,
really?
Factions Part 2, they're just separate from the main story. It's just supposed to be just... It's supposed to be like, I ain't gonna say Battle Royale, because I think Battle Royales are...
That shit, that needs to die. I don't know who the fuck came up with that, thought that shit was a good idea. That shit needs to die.
Yeah, I don't need Last was to be a battle royale, that'd be too tense.
Oh,
Like
tense.
that'd
Oh
be
my
too tense, bro.
gosh. We'll see if they did it, and I hate that I'm about to say this. If they did it and they included like clickers, like PvE, like player versus player versus environment,
Now I'm thinking about it.
I
That
would
shit
play
might
that
be
bitch.
straight.
Yeah, that's why I say
A
that's why I say I
survival battle
hate.
royale.
Yeah, that's why I say I would hate this, and you just have rounds like oh my
Survive.
god, yeah, just survive, not a player versus player, but just that's what I would want, and that
And
shit
then
would culminate.
the
That shit
map
would,
will get close.
yeah, and
They'll put some click or
I
bloaters or something
and
to
then
fuck with people.
and then
And you just gotta
the
survive with your team.
you know how like when you get down to the last two teams, they'll be like capture the flag. Instead of capture the flag, they'll be kill the Rat King. It'd be the first person to kill the Rat King wins.
But if you make it that far, oh my god. Hey,
That shit.
that shit might be
That
straight.
I hate that I have this
A battle royale for Last of
idea.
Us. A battle royale
I
for Last of Us would be
hate that I had this idea.
I'll play the fuck out that goddamn
I
shit.
would too. That's I'd be like, Rob, where
so
are
tense,
you? Oh my
bro.
god, there are clickers everywhere.
Clickers, there are people shooting.
Oh,
Hey, either you
bruh,
or the
hey,
clicker.
oh my god,
Yo.
I want you to close your eyes real quick and picture this.
Oh, yo.
I want you, hold on, hold
Okay,
on, hold on.
okay.
I want you to close your eyes and picture this. We're trying to sneak
Alright.
around. We think that there's an enemy team across a bridge over some bushes. So I tell you, I said we're gonna wait for them to cross this bridge. Unbeknownst to us, a nigga has already seen us. And both of us, our team and their team, see some clickers and they're moving through the area. Tell me why I have a horrid idea of a nigga just throwing like a fucking canister bomb over in our area, and that shit does not kill us. It does not kill us, but the sound brings all the
Man.
that you can fucking hear. And now all of a sudden we are like them niggas in that subway with the red light when Ellie had to just like sneak past them niggas.
Oh my god. Yeah,
Dad, you know how fucking mad I would be. Niggas just take a brick or a bottle, throw that shit over there. I'd be like, motherfucker.
That'd be dope as fuck. I just thought about like when bloaters get added to the map, which gotta be like near the end of the battle royale. Like bloaters be busting through the walls and shit. Like that, yo, woo. That might be what Naughty Dog doing.
Oh
That
my
might be
god,
what
they trying to figure out. They trying to figure out how that shit's supposed to work.
They're trying to perfect that battle royale version of Last of Us multiplayer.
Oh my
They're trying to perfect that shit before they release it. It'll be crazy for right. Oh my god, would that be crazy for right? That doesn't take it so long.
Oh my god, I think I would lose my mind.
And one last thing about Last of Us, you said you didn't watch the video about girlfriend reviews about they got like they was getting threats.
I did watch that.
From somebody.
I saw that Saturday morning on my way home, and I thought that shit was hilarious because I was like, who the fuck would go out of their way to do all of this?
Crazy. They pretended he was death threatened.
Right.
From girlfriend reviews fans, but he was sending death threats to himself.
Right.
I said, what type of low life, no life? Like they was super nice on the video, but I swear if it was me, oh my god, I would have went off.
Oh man, I can hear it now. I don't know what type of fuck nigga would be doing some stupid ass shit like this, but you's a hoe, bro. I just want you to know that right now, you's a hoe for that shit. Like, you gotta channel your inner Mark.
like, bro, no life. Like, you have no life to pretend like you're getting harassed by girlfriend review fans.
Right.
Over Last of Us, and this is over Last of Us. Think about this. I've never seen a game. I've never seen a game do this.
Cause this much controversy.
There are people to this day, yes, there are people to this day, right now, that still talk about how much they hate this game.
Well, the fact that there's a Reddit, the fact
that
that,
people just hating on Last Part 2.
yeah,
That is sad.
I think that shit is crazy.
I've never seen a game do this before.
Right.
That is sad. That is a Reddit dedicated to like shitting on this game. It's a year. Come on, man. It's been a year. Let it go.
Right.
Didn't like it, cool. Just fucking.
It's like move on.
Move on. If you liked it, cool. Still move on. That game was a year old.
Right.
Like that's and the fact that and it's all came from girlfriend views. They like Last Part 2.
Oh yeah.
They made like 2 videos. I think they made 2 videos. Like I think explaining why they what they thought about it and explaining like the story and shit. That just giving their personal opinion.
Right.
That's all it is. And ever since then, that's probably where this shit came from. I bet that one dude was like, wait, they like this game? No, hell no. I gotta do something about this. Like, you fucking low life, like, they like the game. If there are people out here that like Last Part 2,
yeah.
people just have to accept it. People out here that like that game, people out here that hate that game. That is fine.
And they only want people to hate it for one reason. Like, they only want people to hate it for one reason.
Because of Joel?
Yeah. I mean, that's what I think. Because that aside,
I think the same thing.
That aside, there is no reason to really hate that game.
It's not. And if you ain't played about now, it's been a year. You don't give a fuck. So I'm going to say what happened. Because of Joel. Like, that is like the only thing. Cause that was the only time I was playing this game and I was literally getting mad.
Yeah.
That was the only time I was like, I let that shit piss me off.
Well, there were 2 times that I got mad. I got mad when he died, and I got mad when Jesse died.
Oh yeah, Jesse's death was
needless.
I was more shocked. I was shocked at that part, like the fact that he just ran through that door and just got shot in the face. I said, "Holy shit!" That was shit. Yeah. But yeah, that was it. The story itself was fine. I mean, I liked it better the second time I went through it, but it was fine. Like this is a decision Naughty Dog went to. Like Neil Druckmann said that he loves Joel Elliott more than anybody, but that was the decision he went through with the story.
Man, that shit sounded like it was harder than when Cory Barlog decided he wanted to give Kratos a son.
Yo, that's the thing too. See, we see behind the scenes for God of War. We never did see behind the scenes for Last Part 2. We did for the first one, not for Part 2. Like, I would love to see who was like. I'm pretty sure people disagree with that, and with that Naughty Dog was like, wait, we're gonna kill Joel this early in the game? Like, and they went through with it. I'm pretty sure that was a hard ass decision, but that's what he wanted to go through. Like, I'm not gonna make me fucking hate the game. I see people that didn't even play the motherfucker. Be like, just because they saw the leaks that they want to play it no more. I was like, what type of shit is that? I don't give a fuck. If I'm hyped for a game, I'm playing it.
Right.
I'm not finna see some leaked footage and be like, oh no, I'm not playing that because of that one scene. Are you kidding me? That game is, first of all, that game is long as fuck.
Right.
That game is a good 20 plus hours. His death is literally the first hour of the game, and the rest of it is like a whole bunch of motion. You trying to tell me I'm not gonna miss that? Because the gameplay itself to me was a 10 out of 10. I give that part of the game a 10. Like the gameplay was great. I love the gameplay. I love the gameplay, but there's no way I was gonna miss that story. But yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, it's crazy. Girl, went through that shit. I watched that whole video. I was shaking. I just couldn't believe it. I could not believe they went through that shit. Because somebody who fucking hates the Last Part 2. That's Yeah, bro. They killed Daddy Joe, and and they got pissed off because of it.
Right.
And because and it's funny how people have different mindsets. Because remember I told you, like even before the game came out, I said there's no way Joel does that in the first way. It just doesn't have consequences.
Oh yeah.
I just never believed that. I never believed that he did what he did, and was like, he just get off like free, like scotch free. But no, I always thought that shit. I was like, something's gonna happen because he did that. Then I think it was gonna happen this quick. No, I didn't. But I knew it was gonna be because I was like, he didn't kill everybody there. So there's gonna be people in this world that know what he did.
Of course.
Yeah, so I knew it was gonna be consequences. Not I just went. Not I just decided to give him consequences in the first hour of the part.
Right.
You know that was
It's just like
it's
kind of hilarious.
I'm saying people say like Naughty Dog as a studio isn't like
Disarray.
as good as they used to be.
Oh.
Yeah, because of that game. I'm like, people are fucking great. They've given y'all gold after gold for years. All the Uncharted games, the first Last of Us, like, and because you don't like just one game from them, you tell me they took a fucking miss them, and you don't trust them no more.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that is like really kind of pathetic of people to assume.
Yeah, that's fucking stupid, bro. That's stupid. I can't wait to see what they make next. You know, do I think it's gonna be the next? Do I think it's gonna be Last of Us 3? No. I still think it's gonna be a new IP. But I can't wait to see them. I guarantee they're working on something right now.
Oh yeah.
But I don't think it's the next Last of Us game. I think they're making a new IP. Cause they're doing Uncharted.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, aside from that, we're getting on track.
Yeah.
Horizon, I hate they got pushed back to next year.
Right.
I played day one whenever it dropped. I'm hyped for it. Whenever it drops, I mean, the pushback had to be necessary. That's what I always say.
I always never really get mad when something's pushed back. Now, if it says indefinitely, then I just feel like, oh fuck. But tell me about this Scarlett Johansson suing Disney.
Oh, okay. Scarlett Johansson, Black Widow. It's funny, right?
Yeah.
I have like two different sides to this because one side it's so funny to me, right? Because I still feel like this movie was made too late in the MCU. And I know, and I haven't seen the movie yet. I haven't seen it yet, but I feel like they made it too late. So she's so in my mind I'm like, damn, they made it too late. They gave you a movie too late in the MCU. So, but you're suing right now because they breached contract. From what I read, they breached the contract. Right. They say when she signed up for this movie, which I'm pretty sure was before COVID. Let me throw that in there. The movie was supposed to come out last year. They got pushed back a whole year because of COVID. Right. So she signed up for this contract. I'm pretty sure she signed up for, it comes out in theaters. And I'm pretty sure you get what they call like royalties because you added in the movie. The movie makes money. You get more money because of how much money it made. Right. She's suing Disney right now because they say she's only getting the money from theaters, not Disney Plus. It's where the movie is also available to watch. I don't know how you make money from that, to be honest. I don't either. That's a whole different thing I don't know about. But I do know you gotta pay $30 to watch that motherfucker on Disney Plus. I'm not doing that. Yeah, my brothers talked my mom into doing that, so that's how I was able to watch it. Yeah. So. Okay. That's how you watch it. Okay. Right.
Because I was wholeheartedly prepared to just wait until, you know, whenever.
I mean, it's gonna be on Disney Plus to watch regularly, like without paying $30 like a bitch. So that's what I was gonna do. But surprisingly, people actually paid to watch them. Like if you look up like money just off of Disney Plus, it made a lot of money. People paid $30 to watch that shit.
Oh yeah, I know. I believe it.
Yeah. People gotta remember. I was talking about this with somebody at work. Marvel at this point is so big.
Yeah.
They can make a movie about Black Widow.
Right.
And that shit was still with it. Like take out Disney Plus, take out COVID. If it was a regular year and that shit came to theaters, like just off a movie release, that shit would have made a whole bunch of money. Because Marvel is so big now that shit would have made a lot of money. So yeah, so Disney Plus. But yeah, so she's suing this because she's not getting paid off the Disney Plus version of Black Widow.
Yeah.
She's just getting the theater money.
I mean, which is probably still a lot, right?
Should be. I think they said that she's rumored to be missing over $50 million.
Did her contract specifically say that though?
See, that's the thing. This what I said. I think when she signed this contract for Black Widow, I don't think
it was included.
They made this movie, yeah, before Disney Plus. She had to sign that contract before Disney Plus, before COVID was. Cause I'm pretty sure they made this movie 2019, before COVID came. They made this movie, and I'm pretty sure she signed that contract. Then COVID and Disney Plus, all that shit wasn't there. So now that the movie was released to Disney Plus, she's not getting no money from that. So I understand where she's coming from.
Damn.
I understand. Like I'm kind of on her side. I get it. I totally get it. You want all the earnings from this movie that you added in.
Hell yeah, shit.
I understand. So yeah, she should get it. I feel. I did see Kevin Feige came out and said that he was kind of.
Oh yeah.
He came out and said, well, he said annoyed and kind of saddened about this whole thing. Cause they don't tell her how much Kevin Feige has on his plate right now with everything that's going on in the MCU. Like he's the one to keep this motherfucker together and flowing pretty well. Yeah, so I'm kind of on her side. I get it. You want to? I would too. Especially if it's like 50 minutes. I'm missing up with $50 million to come to me. Hell yeah, I'm on it.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
I mean, I need to know how much she made from just the movie theater sales, because part of me feels like if it wasn't in my contract, I feel like that's just my fault. But at the same time, I do kind of understand, like, shit, I made that fucking movie. I am the star. Why the fuck would I not get the money from that?
Right. Exactly. That's where I feel too. Any money that movie made, and I'm the star, I want it. You know. So.
All right.
I hate that she had to sue Disney, because it makes me think she maybe talked to them about it, and they told her like, no, like get the fuck out of here. We're not giving you that Disney Plus money. I'm pretty sure that had to happen, because I don't think she would just automatically go to sue.
Oh yeah,
sure she called or probably talked to somebody and was like, oh no, when you signed this contract back then, Disney Plus wasn't on this contract. And I would have been like, well, we didn't know COVID was coming. We didn't know my movie was going to be pushed back a year later. Alright. You know, so. Yeah. So now she had to. I'm pretty sure suing was the last thing she probably wanted to do too, but she has to do it.
Right.
Because, you know, I'm pretty sure Disney and Marvel, as they, you know, so far they've been looked at as, you know, kind of a clean slate. We never heard nothing bad about them. You know,
Yeah,
everybody worked
shit.
for Marvel and Disney and the MCU never really complained about it. It make it seem like it's a great thing to be in.
I mean,
So,
shit, you legit would be set for life. You get a Disney role.
yeah, I saw somebody comment and say, soon all of Hollywood is gonna be part of the MCU. Oh no. Hello?
I'm sorry, say that again, Rob.
Okay, there we go. Okay. I saw somebody make a comment and said that like soon, like all of Hollywood is gonna be part of the MCU eventually. And I said, maybe. Maybe, bro, for real.
I mean, we're definitely going through what's the word? Superhero phase. So.
Yeah, we definitely go through the superhero phase. I mean Marvel. I mean, again, Marvel they're winning right now. I mean, they're doing their thing, and then you know what's coming next is gonna be a whole bunch of new characters, and new people.
Oh yeah.
Going forward, with these movies and stuff. So when I saw somebody make that comment, I kind of laughed. I was like, yeah, that's kind of true. Like, how many actors can actually be in the MCU?
Once you got them all, hit the road.
See, we got Angelina Jolie being in the next Eternals movie, so now they got her. So yeah,
that's gonna be fucking amazing.
Yeah, I could barely hear you right now. You just switch headphones or something?
Yeah, I had to switch headphones. I said that's gonna be amazing.
What, Eternals?
Yeah.
Yeah, the mystery behind that movie got me very intrigued because I don't know shit about them.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. I don't think it come out till November, but I'm looking forward to it. Definitely. I'm most definitely looking forward to was it Shang-Chi?
Yeah. They said the Abomination is supposed to be in that movie, which is
Oh, yo, we never talked about that. You know, he was on that trailer, bro.
Yeah, I didn't see that trailer.
The second trailer.
I didn't see that trailer, but now I'm kind of confused because I know him as a Hulk villain. I don't know his connection to Shang-Chi like that.
I don't I don't know. Of course, I don't know either. But like, yeah, the Abomination was in that trailer. And what's name was in the trailer too? The guy from was it Doctor Strange?
Doctor Strange is on there?
No, not Doctor Strange. He wasn't on there. Oh man, I think I'm right. I hope I'm right because I watched the trailer once. But the Abomination was at the end. He was like in the underground cage fight, and I want to say it was the man from Doctor Strange was in it. The one.
Baron Mordo.
No. The guy. You remember the guy for Endgame? And Doctor Strange was like, said everybody, and the guy was like, "You wanted more." Him. Yeah, I think he was in the cage fighting him.
What?
I hope I'm right. But that's what my mind told me right now. I only watched the trailer one time, but I swear that's who that was.
Sorcerer's over here fighting for scraps.
Right. I only watched the trailer one time. That was a long time ago. But yeah, it was. I know Abomination was there, but I want to say it was Wong. I want to say that was him in that cage fighting him.
Damn.
Yeah. So, hope I'm right too. I hope I'm right. I think that's what it was.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and that shit is so fucking random. It's in that second trailer. I said, what the hell? Cause we ain't had a call back from that Hook movie.
Right.
Since that Hook movie. So the fact they brought back Abomination, I said, yo, Marvel, yo, these motherfuckers, that's fucking crazy. Like, Abomination's supposed to be the next Shang-Chi movie. And probably just in that scene, too. He's probably not even in the rest of the movie. He's probably just gonna be in that scene. They showed that he still exists. It was like, yo, that movie's canon to the MCU. He's
Right.
still around. That's fucking crazy.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
But yeah, that's
kind
I'm looking
of.
forward to that movie, though. I
It's
love both
just
of those
to me,
trailers.
it's just as crazy as this John Wick and Matrix 4 movie, because I have no idea what they could possibly make as a storyline.
For Matrix,
Yeah.
I have no idea. My nigga, I can't remember the goddamn first 3. I ain't seen them shit
I
since
just
so long.
know they fucking succeeded. And that one guy was having an existential crisis, Agent Smith.
Yeah, I don't remember that shit at all, bro. I think I remember liking the first 2, and the third one I ain't really care for. I do remember that. I remember watching the third one and was like, didn't really care. I did not care for that third one. If my memory serves me right, but I ain't watched them movies in years, bro. I cannot remember that storyline. I know that first was a classic. I don't know how people feel about the second one, but that third one.
That's crazy. I mean, I don't know what they could possibly make it about. Didn't Neo die at the end of like one of those?
I have no idea. I do not remember.
Oh my
I do
goodness.
not remember. I don't remember no movies, I swear. I don't, bro. I
No,
don't remember what
about,
shit was about, man.
so
That's why I don't.
one of my managers at work said, when he told me about this, he was like, there's a theory going around that John Wick 4 is basically a level of the Matrix. And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, well, if you think about how they fight in that movie and shit like that, then you know, that pretty much gives it all away. And I was like, what? He's like, the way, like, a guy that is basically good, very good at what he does and shit like that. I was like, oh, you know, I never thought about it like that. A guy like John, who's very good at what he does. You know, he just says it's too coincidental, like the Matrix. And then I think he said Lawrence Fishburne is in that movie, and of course Keanu Reeves is in that movie. And I want to say he said somebody else was in that movie.
That's a good connection. Yeah, Lawrence Fishburne is in the John Wick, but I've always felt like they did it on purpose because of the Matrix.
Oh well, that would be interesting.
That's what I've always felt.
And that would be interesting if anything else. But I gotta sit down and watch these movies, yo, because I've like not seen John Wick 2 or 3.
Yeah, I definitely recommend that Out Loud. Now that series of movies, I'm definitely a big fan of. You know, we talked about it. I love all 3.
Damn.
Love all 3. Yeah.
And you know, it's weird
They have not made a bad one yet.
It's weird because I don't really remember them making like a third one, and I don't know why.
You remember them making a third one?
You said what?
You said you don't remember them making the third one?
Hell no, I really don't.
The third one, well, I don't know. I can't remember the promotion of like how hype it was for the third one. And the only reason I remember the second one was hype. Because around that time it was a girl I was talking to at the time. I took her to the movies to see that shit.
Oh.
It was that's why I remember the second one so well.
This shit gonna be fire.
Don't know what she doing these days either. I taught her
You know it, baby.
at all. I taught that bitch at all, don't worry. But I definitely heard there was some movie John went to. We had a good time too. Don't know what you doing either. But aside from that, John Wick 3. I don't remember the hype around it. I did not go to the movies and see that shit though. I remember that, but I don't know why because I like the first two. I don't know why they go see the third one in the movies.
Damn. Well.
But again, I love all three. They're always enjoyable to watch. To me,
Right.
the third one. If you ask me what's my favorite one, I don't really know. I think I like the first one. Maybe the first one the best because the first one was fresh. Didn't really know nothing about this guy or like nothing about him. The third one, I think for me it's 1, 3, then 2, and 2's not bad. It's just I think it's not bad. I think the third one's better than the second one. Cause the third one, yeah, the third one really deep dives into this world. That's why I love this story because
I think I remember it now because it was like he at the end of this. I want to say the end of the second one, he did something and he ended up on the run, right? Like the people that he's normally contracted by, they like came after him, right? I feel like that's
that was that was the end of the second one, and that's what the third one's about.
Okay, cool.
They were getting up at the release. We're getting up at
I gotta go back and watch the second one then.
Yeah, man, I love the films, man. The way it's just the way, cause honestly, the films is just a whole bunch of just him killing a whole bunch of people. Honestly, if I'm being bare bones with the reviews, like he just killing a whole bunch of people.
Nah,
but it's the way he does it, man. It's just the way it's shot. It's so unique to me, like the way it's just the way he be killing people. Like that nigga always go for headshots. I love that shit. Like there's no body shots.
Man, if you're an assassin, you have to. Shit, you don't want to risk nobody you don't want nobody on their last stand in real life. Shit. Trying to put a nigga down, you trying to put a nigga down.
Exactly. So the way that he does that is I love it. I love Keanu Reeves playing this role. I think he plays it perfect. I love that he barely talks, but everybody knows who the fuck he is. I love that shit. And I love how I said on the third one, they're deep diving into the world of this assassin world, and I love that too. Like it's so, you'll see when you see the third one. It's so much deeper than what you think. It's so much deeper than you think. Like that's why I'm loving this. Cause that's what they're mastering with this movie franchise. Because the first one, it's clearly he's going to kill this person because they killed his daughter. His dead wife left him. Simple.
Right.
Great action movie. Simple. Right. Part 2, we get into more of the second one is kind of more of a revenge thing too because of what old dude does to him in the second one. But it kind of deep down to the assassin world a little bit.
I feel like
really does it.
I think it was a movie that came out around the same time, and it made me feel like it was in the same universe. I could be wrong, but it's called Hotel Artemis. I really wanted to see that movie.
Yeah, I don't think I saw that.
Really?
I thought you were talking about that movie with that woman in it who was kind of like, it looked kind of John Wick. Like she was supposed to be like an assassin or a killer or something.
I haven't done that, but I don't know what you're talking about.
I think it was called Blonde. Fuck, I can't remember. I don't know. But I just love that. You know, going back to the first one, like they fuck with this guy because he's just like a regular guy. And they fuck with him because he wouldn't give him his car.
Right.
And
he's my John Wick.
John Wick.
Oh yeah,
on the
man.
first one.
That was a bad day for them.
Yeah, they could have easily killed him, but they came up in his house, killed the dog, but they didn't. And that's what set this whole franchise off. Because of that decision, we have 3 movies.
Moral of the story: don't kill another man's damn dog.
Exactly.
And
And I love
then
it. And I think the third one says that too. It says that. I
didn't
love
the
it.
man didn't the man get like a even dangerous, more like fiercer dog?
Yes.
Wow.
At the end of the first one, he's in the second one, and he's in the third one. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. They didn't repeat the same thing either, which I love. That would have been fucking corny as shit. Like, they would have killed that man dog again, and then he would have go back. No, that would have been stupid.
Nah.
That dog's still alive and kicking. That dog's still alive.
Damn.
But yeah, man. And they do some things. They do some real great in that third one. I don't want to spoil that. They do something with some dogs in the third one. I don't want you to spoil that shit for you. I loved it. I loved it, man. Halle Berry in the third one too. Man, she was.
Oh
dope.
yeah, I remember that. I remember she was in the third one. Shit, that's what made me back then say, shit, I gotta watch the fucking first 2.
And she still look good.
Hey, yo,
Dang,
that ECU got my driver's seat feeling like a motherfucking
I think still
cockpit.
fine. She was
We
fine
in
in
the
that third
private
one too.
military now, y'all.
She was a beast too.
Take this shit to
Scared a lot of people in that third movie, but
enjoy
I
that
believe
paper.
it.
You earn
yeah.
that shit.
But yeah, I'm a fan. I'm definitely a fan of the John Wick franchise.
Damn.
Definitely. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think they're making the 4th. I think they would say they was filming the 4th and then the 5th one back to back.
Damn. Oh,
I think that's the
what?
last thing I saw.
I do remember you telling me that.
Yeah.
The fact that there are so many though.
Yeah, see, that's where I'm like,
When y'all gonna stop?
yeah, don't make it. Don't milk the shit.
Yeah.
Do not milk this franchise.
I really hope that these last 2 are the last 2.
I think Keanu Reeves came in and said
I
he'll keep doing. He said he loves doing them. So what?
I won't be making any more after this. Even though I love this franchise, I love the money for it, I love the fans. You're breathtaking.
Keanu, yeah, he was having a hell of a year. Hey, that was around John Wick 3 too.
Yeah,
He was having a hell of a year that year, man. And I did not. I loved it. I said, yo, this.
I'm pretty sure
great,
if he was
man.
a black man, he would have said, "F you, pay me."
Right. Yo, yeah, Keanu Reeves is yeah, he great, man. Yeah, he great, man. I seen like we talked about it then too. Like I seen like interviews with him. Like he seemed very to himself. Like he really fought with that many people.
I don't want to like downplay his acting in Cyberpunk, but when he needs to be like, when he needs to be like mean and gritty, he plays it really well. But it feels like even when he's like excited and upbeat, it still feels like it's bland. But somehow I fucking appreciate that. As crazy as that sounds. So.
Yeah. This is why, cause Keanu Reeves, I ain't gonna say he's like the greatest actor, cause I don't think people really call him that. He's just a cool guy.
Yeah.
But that's why I feel like John Wick is perfect for him, because in John Wick, he literally just plays a badass. Like he doesn't barely talk, and I feel like that role was perfect for him. I don't know what made them pick him, or if he auditioned for it. I don't know how this worked, but that role was perfect for Keanu Reeves.
Oh yeah. I can't
Like,
picture
he's a badass the whole time.
Yeah, I can't picture anybody else playing that role.
No. And then when I saw behind the scenes, I saw that he actually like he didn't want to be doing the shit in the film, like the shooting and shit. He be doing all that himself.
I believe it.
Went through like a whole training camp with guns, shooting targets in real life. I saw that whole thing. I said, "Oh, yo, that's dope."
And I feel like
those stunt doubles.
I feel like that's the fun of being an actor, is when you do something yourself And you can look at your fan and be like, yeah, you know, I almost shattered my fucking kneecaps doing that, but it was fucking worth it, yo. I don't ever want anybody to say that I'm a hack, you know. You know, somebody said that about they said about Owen Wilson in Loki. They were like, they expected him to like phone it in, but they were like, nah, he managed to make Mobius's character just that much more enthralling to be with, to the point where you kind of just want a Disney Plus story about just him. And then they said, I sincerely hope that by the end of the series, it ends with Mobius on a jet ski going, wow, this is really nice.
I hope that happens. I would love it. That's when you know you killed it as the character.
Yes, and
everybody loves you as Mobius.
And like every time I see his character, I just not every time I see his character, but every time something happens, I just be like, in my Owen Wilson voice, wow, I can't believe he did that. You know, like, because they apparently have this thing where he just says wow. He just says wow.
I don't know where this came. I did not know about this till Loki came out. I didn't know he was like a wow guy.
Me neither.
Like,
but
I don't know if he does that on his films.
I found a compilation of all the times the nigga says wow, and I just like posted that shit in my Instagram, and I was like, just wow, and all you hear is wow, wow, wow. I mean, it's just like other stuff too, but it's just the different ways he says wow.
Yeah, no, yes, that's hilarious, yo. That's hilarious, because like I said, I don't pay attention to his attic career like that, but I want to say, like, before Loki, like, what was he in? Like, he wasn't really.
I think he was in like.
Nothing.
I hate to say this, but I feel like he was in a bunch of corny ass movies.
Mm-hmm.
Like
people think he's like a really good actor.
Yeah. People will say people will say he's a good actor. It's just to me, I just feel like he was in, you know, some corny ass movies in a sense.
Okay.
So, but other than that, yeah, 8 minutes left. 8 minutes left. I want you to tell me about this artist that you and Nova seem to.
That's the part I kind of hate that I didn't do.
You didn't do no research in the background. Oh, listen to that song.
No. This is this album.
Actually, we can talk about him and Lupe, because them two songs that Lupe put out, I like them, but them shit was kind of short to me.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's talk about this guy first, because I didn't listen to this album, so this will be quick. Isaiah Rashad.
Mm-hmm.
He's an artist, signed TDE, Top Dog Entertainment, same label as the Kendrick signed to, Schoolboy Q, J Rock, all them.
Somebody over there is smart as fuck.
Right. So, he has not dropped an album in like 5 years. That's why I said what I said in the group message.
Right.
Like, that nigga's been missing. Right. For real. And I knew he was coming out with another album. I saw it on Apple Music, and I was like, I need to listen to this. But I just haven't had a chance to, but I definitely will. Because I want to hear what at this point what he's talking about, because it's been literally 5 years. Like, he's been missing for real. Like, right. And his first album was really good. I recommend it for anybody who's never listened to this guy. I think it's called The Sun's Tirade.
Right. Like the sun is in S-O-N or S-U-N?
S-U-N.
Oh, that's pretty ingenious.
Mm-hmm. Very good album. I remember really liking it. The guy, I don't even know how to put him as far as his music. Of course he raps, but his raps is very he gives us a vibe with his shit. Like, I like him. I like Isaiah Rashad. Right. But he was gone for so long, I kind of forgot about him. And then I saw that this album was coming out, and I was like, okay, cool, he's coming back, finally.
Right.
But when the album dropped, just haven't a chance to listen to it yet, but I definitely will. and I think it's called "The House Is Burning," which is another title I like. Like he got some dope album titles so far.
This shit sounds like a cry for help.
I know, right? That's why I want to listen to it. Definitely. But I'm listen to it. I'm gonna definitely listen to it. Cause he's like a real chill guy too. Cause I just recently watched the interview with him before this album came out, and I mean, he just seems like a real down to earth guy. And he actually came out and said like what took him so long, which
Oh,
was
what
also
did he say?
cool.
COVID.
Basically, not COVID. Basically, like depression. Like,
Damn.
yeah, popping like say he was on pills, drugs.
Damn. I never
Yeah,
see.
he said it.
That's crazy
Yeah, it
to me
really took a toll
because
on him. Yeah,
that's crazy to me because when
wow.
when an artist is talented and they can talk about going through depression, but their music be so fucking amazing, I be thinking to myself like damn, you look like you have so much fun making this shit. How could you possibly going through depression? I'm not saying it shouldn't happen, but I just be surprised when it does happen.
Yeah.
So
He said he had writer's block, like everything. Like
I mean,
it was bad.
writer's block is. I can understand writer's block. Like shit, I hadn't sat down to really actually write a story beyond the first fucking 3 chapters in like a minute. But
Right.
you know, talking about depression, like that's deep, that's serious,
Yeah.
that's strong.
Yeah.
Shit.
You know, he was he was being honest. He went through a lot. He said it was at a point he said he was almost dropping the label
Damn, because he didn't make nothing, or
because he wasn't making shit. Like he wasn't making music. And he said it was, and I don't know if you know, but like the guy at TDE is called, like, his name is Top Dog, like the guy who also like owned the label.
oh,
And he was
okay.
like a hood nigga like that. Like,
He's like,
don't
hey
fuck
dog,
around.
if you don't making no fucking money, I'm kicking you off the goddamn label and you back in the fucking streets eating ramen noodles and shit at your mama's house in the basement.
Yeah.
Is that what the fuck you want?
Yeah.
Alright then, get on this track, make this money,
Yeah.
make me rich, bitch.
Right. Yeah. So, but you know, luckily, I'm glad that he came back around, fixed his problems up, and made his
Shit, when you about
second
to
album.
lose your fucking meal ticket, anybody will fucking act right.
Like get right for real. And I remember seeing the track listen to, and I was hoping Kendrick was on it. Kendrick was on his first album. And Kendrick did a great. I might sing you that song too. Kendrick did a great job.
You just want some amazing ass features. That's what you sound like, sir.
I mean, they put under the same label, so I was hoping like, well, maybe Kendrick dropped a verse sometime in them 5 years before this album came out. He was like, bro, let me hop on this song. I let the track listen. I ain't see no Kendrick. I said, damn it. All right. Okay.
It's I'll
Still no
forgive you
Kendrick.
this time.
Yeah, because he dropped an amazing verse from that nigga's first project. But still no Kendrick, man.
Damn.
He's still missing. Yeah, so unless he's on that album but he's not listed as a feature, maybe.
But
So
I mean,
that's why I didn't listen to it.
how long would a person go without mentioning them, or can they go that long without mentioning them?
Mentioning Kendrick's on there?
Yeah, Kendrick, but just your features in general.
Oh well. He put out a track list. His features on the album. Like, I saw the whole track list. I remember looking at the picture. I just hoping I saw featuring Kendrick Lamar, and I just never did see it. I was like, fuck, okay. Like, my nigga didn't even like make a verse for a nigga that he's on the same label with. Like, just a fun verse, my guy. So, but no, still no Kendrick. Still missing in action.
Right.
There's nothing. I hope he. This is a point. Well, I hope he's okay.
Kendrick?
I hope so.
Didn't he have kids?
I think it was rumor he had I think he had a child. He had
I mean, he
I think that was always rumor.
Might be spending time with them.
Yeah, he might be in daddy mode.
Yeah.
That's actually. I hope that's what it is. I hope that's what all it is. I hope he's just in daddy mode. He's there for his family, and he don't want to deal with the fame and the making music right now. He just want to be a father.
I
That's
mean,
what I'm
this
hoping.
nigga.
I hope that's it. I hope
I
that's
mean,
all.
this nigga Drake done had a whole kid. Mind you, every time we see this nigga, I feel like he's just a year older. But this nigga Drake had a kid, and I feel like, you know, he been going at the pace that I would expect a nigga who has a kid to go at the pace of.
Drake had a kid. I don't feel like he took a break from music. Not like Kendrick
True.
has. Drake still been kind of out here now. Would Certified Lover Boy man, it came out quicker? Probably. It probably would be out by now. But
Mm,
if he didn't have a child, if he didn't have a kid, I'm saying that album might be out by now.
I don't know.
So,
I still feel like nah.
oh, okay, and it could, you could be right. Actually, I agree with you. I'll say that maybe the child don't have nothing to do with the album not coming out yet, because it definitely got pushed back. It definitely didn't hear shit about that album either.
Right.
So I'm hoping that's okay too.
Oh,
But
and what about Dom though? Because that hasn't released, has it?
no, and they
You know
said
what I
Kanye
feel
West
like?
is still at this Mercedes-Benz Stadium living there,
Wait, what?
finishing. Oh, you didn't hear about this?
What?
Oh, you didn't hear? Oh, you didn't hear about this? Yo, let me tell you what's going on. So, okay, so you know that you.
I'm sorry. I had to let that. I'm sorry. I had to let that sink in. That you said he's living there.
Yeah. Living in Mercedes-Benz Stadium until he finishes the main project.
Who the fuck is letting
Yeah.
him do that?
He's paying to live there.
How? With what money? That nigga just said he was in fucking debt on Life of Pablo.
No. That nigga got money, bro. Don't believe that shit. That nigga basically a billionaire at this point. That nigga finances have took a great turn for him
From
recently.
what? From what? What did he do that made this happen? Shit.
From what I see, it's from them fucking shoes, them Yeezys.
Oh wow.
I think a lot of people wear them shoes. I don't, but I think a lot of
Them
people.
slip-ons. Cause I just think of that fucking music video with them fucking big ass flip flops.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness,
Yeah.
this man is living
So-
at the Mercedes-Benz studio.
Yeah. So let me talk about this real quick. So, you know, you knew that he performed this album in front of like thousands of people at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. But you know that,
Yes,
right?
yes, and
Okay.
that a bottle of air is being sold for $3,000
That's
by this
fucking
run.
stupid. That person should be ashamed to do that shit, and I hope nobody buys it. So Kanye West didn't drop the album. He pushed it back. According to reports, he wasn't satisfied with it when he got through. When he played it out loud for all the people, he wasn't satisfied with it. They said he could make it better. But they said
He said, "I can
he
do a
hasn't
better
left
job,
that
Sway."
stadium. Right. They say he hasn't left that stadium since that night he since that night he played it out loud. They say he's been living there ever since. That's what they say.
There are no showers in there.
They say
And-
They say he has paid to make it a living quarters for him. They say he has professional chef breaking the food.
Fuck,
He built up. He has a studio in there now.
bruh.
Yes.
Bruh.
When you have money, you can do shit like this.
Is this where society is really headed?
No, this is just him. No, this is just him. All this is so fucking Kanye. It's ridiculous. Let me explain this whole situation. Let me tell you what he's done.
Please, cause a nigga is lost right
man-
now.
This man came to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, sold tickets to play album in front of a whole bunch of people. Thousands of people at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. They said that motherfucker showed up 2 hours late to the shit. Came there, didn't say a word, just played the album, stood in the middle of the fucking Falcon Stadium by himself with like all red on and a fucking mask, and just didn't say a word.
So
Played the shit.
pause.
Okay.
I
Okay.
actually saw a picture of him in the middle of the stadium, but at the time I didn't realize this was who I was looking at.
Yes, because he has his whole face covered. with the
Yeah, no.
most
Quote
ridiculous looking mask.
to quote Nova. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna listen to that album from that nigga with the sock on his damn head.
Right. I was like, why would you wear that, bruh? So he plays the album, leaves, don't say a fucking word, don't release the shit the next day or that night, doesn't release the album.
And is
Then,
still in this motherfucker.
and they say he's paying to live at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium right
What?
now until he's satisfied with it to release it, bro.
What is
I
the
said,
rent of this place?
I have no idea, but for him to live there, it's gotta be a couple of thousand a day. Has
Not
to
a
be.
day. Sheesh.
Like, bro, this shit is so Kanye. Why would you play this album for the people?
Goodness.
And then you realize you can make it better? You push the album back, and then you don't leave the place. You just nigga go back home. Why are you still in the Mercedes-Benz
You know
until
what?
it's
You know
ready?
You know what? He is going through a divorce. So in my mind, I feel like maybe Kim just kicked him out.
You would go with that, man. See, on a musical standpoint, maybe that.
I mean
energy
that. I mean that it's
felt-
both a joke and a serious thing.
Oh, so that's what I took it as. Like, that shit ridiculous, bro. I didn't want to hear the fucking album. Cause for some reason, I think that shit's gonna be great. I could be completely wrong. That shit could be trash. But I'm
want it to be
saying
great.
right now, I'm saying that shit gonna be great because he's divorced. He's back by himself, or whatever. Well, he's just not with Kim. He just not with her.
Damn, you sound like my
he's
coworker,
divorced
bro.
Kanye now.
You sound like my coworker. This guy said, that he hopes his music is better now that he's like divorced from Kim, because you know she was into that witchcraft shit and blood magic and shit like that.
I don't trust the Kardashian family. I'm one of these people that's always complaining about their family.
And when he said that, when he said those specific words, I kind of like turned to him and was like, "What the fuck are you talking about? Like magic, nigga? Like what?" He was like, "Yeah, man, you ain't hear? Like that's how these Kardashians been scamming all these niggas out their money and shit." Like I was like, "Huh?" Like.
Yeah.
Like I felt
Yeah,
like
I don't
niggas
trust
was
them
speaking.
bitches. I don't like them.
Yeah, but you're not fucking telling me that they doing fucking magic on motherfuckers to get their money and shit.
Well,
Like
not magic and witchcraft. I'm not saying that.
That's what I'm saying. Like I agree with you on not trusting them. It's obviously something they're doing that's like making motherfuckers just bend over backwards in terms of finances and shit. But he's telling me that they're like actively performing magic on motherfuckers and just getting their money and shit. I'm like, yo, where the fuck is this coming from?
I'm not saying, man.
He feels like
witchcraft. I just
yeah, he feels like that's a reason why you know they shit is the way it is. Well, for every person that's ever like married them. I
feel like every nigga that they goddamn, get with or bring into their family, bad shit just happens to them. I feel like that, like, a lot of people don't talk about it, man. Like,
people talk about it, but nobody takes it seriously. People talk about it, bro. Nobody takes that shit seriously.
This whole thing with Kanye, like, this nigga didn't start doing stupid, crazy shit till he got with that bitch. And what's so crazy, looking for the outside in, it's like he got worse and worse, but when you look at her, she doesn't do anything stupid or crazy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you really analyze the situation, she doesn't do anything.
Well, they also say he has a mental illness.
Yeah. They say he's they say on the album he made, he said he was bipolar.
Yeah. So I mean, do you feel like
all that shit did not come out until he got with that bitch? That's what I've always said, bro. Until he got with her, now you see this nigga going to mental hospitals. He's on pills. He a Trump supporter. Slavery was a choice bullshit. All that shit did not happen until he got with her.
I was
That's
gonna
what I'm trying to
say,
tell people.
I was gonna
Like, bro.
say, I was gonna say maybe, this is part of them trying to get him help. And you know when you don't take the pills, bad shit happens.
Right. But like, but like when he started taking these pills, was it before her? Was
I
it
don't
till he
know.
got with her?
I don't know.
I
I
never knew
cannot tell
about
you.
him being bipolar, no shit. Like he's never said that before. Till he got with her, like that don't make no sense to me. That nigga that starts talking stupid till he got with her.
That shit's crazy. That's like that's like if you married a bitch and all of a sudden you started acting crazy. Next thing I know, people talking about you in the streets talking about some, yeah, that nigga robbed and changed. That's what you mean. Yeah, man, this bitch got him out here sucking dick. I was like, what the fuck?
Right, bro. Like, bro. Think about it. Think about. I get with a bitch. I tell you that I'm on pills and shit for my bipolar disorder.
I ain't
I've
gonna
never
lie.
taken
I ain't gonna,
pills in my
I ain't
life
gonna
or
lie.
shit like that.
I ain't
And
gonna
I
lie.
get
If
with a bitch
you,
and I said it to you. Come on, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. If you,
It's me, the bitch. It's the bitch. It's her.
right, I would say if you tell me that you are on pills for anything,
Right.
I
I
would
don't
be
take pills for
like,
nothing.
I would legit tell you to stop taking them shits right goddamn now.
Right. Nigga, save me. It's this bitch I'm with. Like, this is her. I'm trying to tell you. If anything, nothing else changed my life. It's a woman that I'm with. And I tell you I'm on fucking pills now? Nah,
Damn.
bro. No. That makes no sense. Like, yeah, man, that's why I say it's her. It's that family, man. I'm not a curse for both men. And I know that and people do not talk about it enough. Damn. I don't trust that family, dog.
Damn,
I don't
that's
trust that
fucked
family,
up.
man. Kane is starting on this crazy to link up with her. The only thing crazy
Damn.
he did before he got with her was when he snatched his foot the wall. She said, "You
When
know,
he,
somebody the greatest video of all time."
oh,
When he did that, he was drunk. Like I understand that.
oh
Listen,
yeah,
that nigga
yeah,
with a
yeah.
ball in the head when he, at the award show.
Yeah,
But
being drunk
that
is,
made sense. He was drunk.
yeah, you can definitely like act different, like
You can
being,
piece that together.
yeah,
Now the
that's
other shit he
crazy.
was doing, the stupid was the choice shit. He was Trump supporter, ran it, make America. All that shit he was doing, that I could not make sense of. I said, you can't go from President Bush to care for black people to Trump is gonna make America great again. That made no sense. What kind of transition is that?
Right.
Like,
Honestly, I would
that makes
say,
no sense.
he should probably, I don't know, he should probably,
Now he on pills. He got to go mental. He has to go to mental health. Man, come on, dog. That family is cursed. I don't care what nobody say, man. What kind of switch up is that, man?
yeah,
No way.
it
Like you listen to
is.
his old shit. Oh my god. Like
I would really make y'all promise me that like no crazy shit happens. I just be like, yo, just make sure that if I start speaking crazy, just separate me from this bitch for like a month, so I can clear my head and figure out what the fuck is really happening.
like
So,
look at what happened. Like Kanye and Jay-Z fell out. Best pals. Call themselves brothers.
right.
They fell out when he got Kim. Supposed to divorce that bitch. Jay-Z supposed to know this new album. That nigga took the verse at the fucking City Stadium out loud.
I mean,
Like nigga, signs are there.
but I
And this family,
believe,
something wrong with this family, man. Jay didn't want a part of that shit, dog.
but I believe shit like that where like, you know, people stop being friends with people because they dating certain people. Like I believe shit like that because I've seen stuff like that. You know, they just don't, they themselves don't approve of who, you know, they're dating, and they just say, well, you know, you either stop dating them or we just can't be friends no more. You know, just some crazy shit.
Yeah. And
So
now, Jay Kanye spit a verse on that new album at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium when Kanye leave when they get divorced. Come on, man. Jay-Z don't want nothing to do with that fucking Kardashian family.
Oh
He
yeah,
must
hell
know
no.
shit that he can't say out loud
Oh
about
yeah.
a lot of people. Like, he don't want nothing to do with that shit. But as
You
soon as that
know,
motherfucker got divorced, though,
I ain't gonna lie. If
he's
they
on
ever
that
come
nigga
out,
album. Come on, man.
I ain't gonna lie. If they ever come out with a what's that shit called? They ever come out with another Def Jam Vendetta? I could see Jay-Z versus Kim Kardashian. That shit be crazy. You know that was at that Monday Night Garage event that I went to when I sent you them clips of that dude going off with Gogeta on Fighters.
Oh, yeah.
I was surprised to see that. I was like, oh man, Rob's gonna get a kick out of this shit. So
Yeah. Yeah, it was dope. He definitely was been on.
but
Um,
but I have
yeah, aside from that, like, I'm looking forward to the album. I'm actually, I want to hear it. I
right.
definitely do. I really do. Yeah.
Now what about oh my gosh.
Was that Thunder?
Yes it was.
Holy shit. That shit was loud as hell, yo.
Yeah, like that shit sounded super close.
Yeah,
But
like, I like to just, oh shit. Okay.
I was gonna say Lupe.
Oh,
Like what's going on with him?
Lupe versus Royce the 5'9".
Huh?
Yeah, that's what's happening right now.
He's versing him? I'm talking about them two tracks.
Well, okay, well, if you're talking about, let's see, Jobs one, that was a diss track to Royce the 5'9".
Really? I ain't paying none of that no mind. When I tell you I listened to that, like, I literally was not listening to, like, understand.
Yeah, he was definitely, yeah, he got personal motherfucker too, like Lupe.
Are they like seriously beefing, or is this just for shits and giggles?
No, seriously, beef. There's
Really?
both of there was yeah. Like that track again with the mindset that Lupe, that's also this track. We listen to what's it called? SR, 3.5. I think Steve Jobs was the cover.
Yeah.
Listen to this shit again, knowing that Lupe's dissing a nigga.
Wow.
You will like that nigga a whole lot more. Cause he got personal that motherfucker. God.
I cannot. First of all, the fact that Lupe is in a rap battle. It is raining. I hear the rain.
Oh man.
The fact that the fact that Lupe is in a rap battle is like
Well, I
shocking.
go see in rap battle. I don't think it's a rap battle. They both, and that's the thing I forgot to.
Right.
I meant to say Royce diss to Lupe.
Right.
That shit was also very good too.
Send that shit to me right now. I'm probably gonna want to. Yeah.
Yeah, Royce was doing the podcast, and I think
Royce and a podcast.
the podcast together.
Yeah.
I
I think the weather is affecting how I can hear you, cause you sound staticky. Yeah.
oh Lord, I think you went off.
Yeah, it's offline.
Oh, I got the
Yeah. Give me 1 minute. I'm gonna have to stop the podcast for a minute, but I do want to hear this story. Like, what the fuck?